All right, what's our marketing feature of the week, Craig?
Let's look at calendars in HubSpot. And I think most listeners would know about the social calendar, maybe not the campaign calendar. So there's two separate calendars. We've got screenshots in the show notes. Make sure you sign up for the show notes, by the way. Send them out, lots of details, lots of screenshots, lots of extra stuff that we don't get to cover in the show. But one of the things that we might say, because we schedule a lot of social, I've got in the screenshot some of our social for our Zen Create campaign or brand. And why would you use maybe the social calendar versus the campaign calendar? And the answer is, for social, you're probably going to stick with the social calendar because it shows more. If you click on a social thing in the calendar, it'll show an image, etc. But the campaign calendar, which might be new to some people, you can actually include a whole bunch more events on it. You can include social as well, but you can include a lot of things. And you can selectively choose them. So you might just show me tasks or just show me actual campaigns and as they run along. And that highlights one thing you were mentioning when you were showing me this earlier, Ian, that the importance of putting the dates. You know, you've been able to put start and end date in campaigns. It's like,
Exactly.
where does that show up? What's that effect? Well, it shows on the calendar.
Yeah.
So you can see how many campaigns you're running. So just another incremental improvement. And so the calendar, I think this is going to get more use. I'm slightly worried they're going to sunset the social calendar and not bring over some of the features. And the reason I say that is because they're rolling out views in the campaign calendar. They're not putting that in the social calendar. It's not getting much love. So I'm slightly worried. So that would be a little bit of a downgrade for me in terms of social management. But overall, in everything else, it's far superior, the campaign calendar, I think. Would you agree, Ian?
Yeah, I would agree, Craig. And I think if they could bring what is in the social calendar into the campaign calendar, then of course it makes sense to have it in here. Now, I could also understand if people are using tools, let's say all you do is social, you probably just want to see the social calendar. So kind of is interesting because you might not want to see or go and filter all the other things out. The big thing is you can't see images, so you could see a lot of the social posts. You can see the text, you can't see images, so that's where using the social calendar is better. But you pulled out some good pros and cons, right, Craig?
Yeah, well, that's right, and that's a bit of a summary of what we've just discussed. But in the campaigns, you can create views, so you could go to the campaign calendar, only show social events, and then save that as a view. I think that's what they'll say. They'll get rid of the social calendar and say, I'll just create a social view that it pre-defaults to or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I guess also thinking about it, so listeners, we probably didn't stipulate this if you're listening. You can see things like blogs, the campaign's new, and that's where the date really matters. You can see emails that are being triggered. You can see Facebook, Google, LinkedIn ad campaigns that are on there. So I'd actually never realized that was there. So that was a nice little addition, which I discovered while going through this. Marketing events, if you're using marketing events, recurring emails, and of course, tasks and website pages. So they're kind of like the main things. That's what I want to say, because I was talking to a customer and I was like, they said, where can we see all of this stuff? And I was looking at the social calendar. I was like, I can't find it. What is it? Was it here? Did it not appear there? But now we found it and it's all there. So my only thing is that say we wanted to share this with people in the business, for example, right? Let's say we wanted to share and so people could see what was going on. There's actually nowhere to share it. So you'd have to log in to HubSpot, go to this particular part of HubSpot to view what was going on. So that's probably my only gripe or suggestion may be.
What would you like it to be? What do you mean share it? You mean like in a report or something?
Yeah, like in a report. I just want to see a calendar of, what posts are going out, what emails are going out, maybe what campaigns are running, because we can see now campaigns are running from particular dates. So maybe there are social posts that are related to that campaign. So that's what I was thinking.
Interesting what they do with, if you haven't got one of the marketing seats and you've just got the view only seat.
Yep.
Whether you can actually, whether they can see that. I assume they would, like a view only version of it. We'll have to test
I'm not sure, but I guess this is like with anything, right? Like you can't view, you could share a link to a dashboard, but you got to be able to log in to view that.
Yeah.
there's no way to nicely wrap it up and email it to somebody like it does on a dashboard. So,
Right.
but you know what? Down the line, that may happen. Who knows? So listeners, be aware, the two different places where you can see calendars, and there's a link to the knowledge base article that's there.